You created your own success, and now people are starting to notice it. The journey you embarked on was never easy, but you remained steadfast, working tirelessly day and night to achieve your goals. You healed your codependency by shifting your focus inward, dedicating yourself to personal growth, and taking responsibility for your own happiness. No longer did you rely on others to provide you with validation, security, or purpose. Instead, you found those things within yourself. This transformation wasn't just about reaching milestones, it was about becoming the person you always knew you were capable of being. The energy you now carry, one of independence, confidence, and self-sufficiency, has become evident to those around you. They see the changes, and it has made them reflect on their own lives in ways they never expected. As they watch you grow, they begin to realize how deeply dependent they have been on others. For so long, they allowed external factors to dictate their happiness. They leaned on people for emotional support, financial stability, and even for making their life decisions. Seeing you break free from these patterns has forced them to confront their own limitations. It has become clear to them that they, too, have been trapped in cycles of codependency, unable to stand fully on their own 2 feet. But rather than feeling resentment or jealousy, they feel inspired. Your journey has not only shown them a different way of living but has also planted the seeds of transformation within them. Whether they admit it or not, you have become a mirror, reflecting back to them their need for change. At one point, they had lost their sense of self, allowing codependency to take the best of them. They were so used to relying on others that they forgot what it meant to be self-sufficient. But since the day they met you, something inside them shifted. Your presence awakened a desire within them to build something solid and stable, something that they could call their own. They began to understand that true fulfillment doesn't come from depending on others, it comes from personal effort, dedication, and perseverance. They saw how you worked relentlessly, never taking shortcuts, and they realized that they, too, had the power to create their own reality. Slowly but surely, they started to make changes, even if they were small at first. This journey of self-discovery and growth has been profound for both of you. You have witnessed each other's struggles, setbacks, and victories. There were moments of doubt, moments where you questioned whether the effort was even worth it. But with each challenge you overcame, you became stronger. Mentally, you have gained resilience and a mindset that no longer seeks validation from others. Emotionally, you have learned to navigate your feelings without being overly dependent on someone else to make you feel whole. Physically, you have taken better care of yourself, recognizing that your well-being is just as important as your ambitions. Financially, you have built a foundation that allows you to stand on your own, without needing to rely on anyone else to sustain you. What makes this journey even more special is that it has transformed not just you, but also the people around you. Your determination and strength have shown them that they, too, are capable of breaking free from unhealthy patterns. They may not have realized it before, but through your example, they have begun to understand that independence is not just about being alone, it is about being whole within yourself. This is what a true soul connection looks like. It is not just about romance or fleeting emotions, it is a force that shakes you to your core, challenges your deepest fears, and ultimately makes you stronger. A true soul connection does not just provide comfort, it pushes you toward growth, even when it feels uncomfortable. It forces you to face your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. It is the kind of bond that, while intense, leaves you better than it found you. Your journey has been one of self-mastery, of breaking generational cycles, and of redefining what it means to be independent. You have proven to yourself and to others that fulfillment is not found in clinging to external sources of happiness, but in building a life that reflects your true essence. This transformation has made you into the person you always dreamed of becoming: strong, confident, self-reliant, and free. And as you continue to grow, so do those who have been touched by your presence. Your success is not just yours alone, it is an inspiration for others to follow their own path towards self-empowerment. It takes a lot of courage and time to admit this and be honest with myself about my own emotions, but I have finally reached a point where I can no longer keep everything bottled up inside. For the longest time, I convinced myself that suppressing my feelings was the best way to cope, that avoiding my emotions would somehow make them disappear. But the truth is, the more I tried to bury them, the heavier they became, weighing me down in ways I couldn't even recognize. Now, I have decided that I don't want to suffer in silence anymore. I refuse to let my fears and insecurities stop me from acknowledging what I feel deep within my heart. You have been such a significant part of my journey, and I can't begin to express how much your presence has meant to me. You were there for me during one of the darkest periods of my life, guiding me through a horrible tragedy when I felt completely lost and broken. You never let me fall apart, even when I was on the verge of giving up. Your unwavering support and encouragement helped me find the strength to keep going, even when I didn't believe in myself. No matter how much distance separates us, no matter how much time passes, your love and the words you have spoken to me still hold immense weight in my life. They echo in my mind during difficult times, reminding me of the strength you always saw in me, even when I failed to see it in myself. The bond we share is something truly special, something that cannot be broken by time, distance, or circumstance. There is a deep connection between us that transcends everything else, and no matter where life takes us, I know that connection will always remain. I look forward to the day when we can be together again, when I can see you face to face and finally say, I love you in person. That moment will mean more to me than words can describe because, despite everything we've been through, our love and our bond have remained strong. I have always felt everything just as deeply as you do, but the difference between us is that you have an incredible ability to express your love so beautifully, while I struggle to put my feelings into words. It's not that I don't feel the same way, it's that I have spent so much of my life suppressing my emotions that now, when I want to express them, I find it incredibly difficult. I have conditioned myself to hide what I feel, to hold it all inside, and now, breaking free from that habit feels almost impossible. But I want you to know that even if I don't always say the words out loud, I feel them in my heart. Every time you share your feelings with me, every time you open up and let me see the depths of your soul, I cherish those moments more than you can imagine. Your vulnerability, your honesty, and your openness are things I admire deeply. What I appreciate the most about you is how real you have always been with me. In a world where so many people wear masks and hide their true selves, you have always been authentic and unafraid to show your emotions. That is something rare and beautiful, and it is something I am truly grateful for. Your presence in my life has been a gift, teaching me lessons I never even knew I needed to learn. You have shown me what it means to be honest, not just with others, but with myself. You have taught me that it's okay to feel, that it's okay to be vulnerable, and that expressing love is not a weakness but a strength. I needed your spirit in my life. I needed someone like you to remind me that I don't have to hide who I am, that I don't have to keep my emotions locked away in fear of being hurt. You have given me the courage to embrace my true self, to let go of the hesitation and fear that have held me back for so long. You have helped me realize that love is meant to be expressed, not just felt in silence. Even though I still struggle to fully articulate the depth of my emotions, please know that everything you have done for me, every word you have spoken, and every moment we have shared has shaped me in ways I cannot put into words. I am beyond grateful for you, for your presence, and for the love that you so freely give. I hope that one day, I can learn to express myself as beautifully as you do, so that you never have to question how much you mean to me. Until then, please hold on to the truth that my heart carries a love for you that is just as strong, just as deep, and just as unbreakable as the love you have always shown me. Your partner is fully committed to this relationship and has unwavering faith in their love for you. They truly believe that your connection is divinely protected, and this belief is pushing them forward, encouraging them to take action toward a fresh start with you. After a prolonged period of silence and distance, they are beginning to experience an intense telepathic connection with you. It is as if their soul is reaching out to yours, trying to bridge the gap that has existed between you both. Although they have not fully expressed their emotions, their feelings for you run far deeper than they have ever let on. They may have struggled to articulate the depth of their love, but it has always been there, growing stronger with time. Your love has had a profound impact on them. It has helped restore their innocence and reconnect them with their true, authentic self. Before you entered their life, they may have struggled to see the beauty in the small, simple things. They were caught up in distractions, unable to appreciate the goodness that surrounded them. But your presence changed that. You opened their eyes, teaching them to see the light in even the smallest moments. More importantly, you helped them recognize that same goodness within themselves. Through your love, they have come to understand that they are worthy of happiness, healing, and genuine connection. Throughout this journey, you have given them the time and space they needed, allowing them to reflect and recharge. This period of separation, though painful, has provided clarity. It has helped them realize just how deep and significant the soul bond they share with you truly is. They have spent countless hours thinking about you, missing your presence, and longing to be close to you again. They now understand that their connection with you is rare, something that cannot be easily replaced or forgotten. At one point, they walked away, hoping that you would come after them, chase them, and validate their importance in your life. Perhaps they expected you to break down, to prove to them just how much you needed them. But when you did not react in the way they anticipated, they were taken aback. Your ability to stand strong in your own energy shocked them and made them see their actions from a new perspective. For the first time, they realized how manipulative their behavior had been. They were seeking comfort in the idea of being chased without truly considering how their actions were affecting you. It was a harsh but necessary lesson. This realization hit them hard. They began to see that their choices were not only selfish but also deeply damaging to the relationship. They were so caught up in their own emotions and fears that they failed to recognize the mental and emotional toll their actions had on you. And now, they regret it. More than anything, they regret losing you in the process. They never intended for things to go this far, and the idea that they may have lost you for good is weighing heavily on their heart. Despite their fears, they desperately want to return to you. They long to make amends, to show you that they have changed, and to rebuild what was broken. However, they are unsure of how you will react. After everything they put you through in the last few days, they fear that you may no longer be willing to give them another chance. They are battling their own guilt, questioning whether they even deserve your forgiveness. But deep down, they hope that you will see the sincerity in their heart. They know that actions speak louder than words, and this time, they want to prove their love through meaningful change. They no longer wish to play games or test your love, they simply want to be honest, vulnerable, and open with you. They understand that trust is not something that can be instantly regained, but they are willing to put in the effort to rebuild it from the ground up. They want to show you that they are not the same person who walked away. They have grown, learned, and realized just how much you mean to them. Your partner has been reminiscing about the moments you shared, the laughter, the deep conversations, and the way you made them feel truly seen and understood. These memories are a reminder of the love that still exists between you. They want to come forward, but fear holds them back. They worry that you may have moved on, that you no longer feel the same way, or that the pain they caused has created an unbridgeable distance between you. Even with these fears, their heart continues to be pulled toward you. They find themselves hoping for a sign, something that reassures them that it is not too late. They wonder if you still think about them, if you still feel the same connection that they do. The telepathic energy between you both has been intensifying, making it impossible for them to ignore the deep spiritual bond that ties you together. Your partner knows that they must take responsibility for their past actions. They are ready to step forward, to face the consequences of their choices, and to make things right. But they also know that the decision is ultimately yours to make. Will you allow them back into your life? Will you give them the opportunity to show you that they have changed? No matter what happens, one thing remains certain: their love for you is real, and it is stronger now than ever before.